What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Virzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Virzi, and today is, what is it? It's Wednesday, August 26th. You guys are listening to episode 461. I am back from vacation. How the hell is everybody doing? You know, I'm on vacation. I'm at the beach. And, to me, cities aren't burning. Cities weren't burning. It's hard to think of that shit when you're boogie boarding and you're laying in the sand, you're listening to music, you're drinking hard seltzers, because that's the thing now. These fucking White Claws and these Corona hard seltzers, which are my favorite. And what else? The Trulies. And you don't really see what's going on in the world. You do on your phone, but you don't see it. Like, when you're home at night, you're like, holy shit, you're going through the news. When you're on vacation, you're not going through the news. You're like, all right, are we eating crab legs or fucking lobster or crab cakes or fish, scallops? That's what you're thinking. You're thinking, where are we going to have a drink and where are we eating seafood tonight? That's what you're thinking. You're not thinking, holy shit, Minnesota's on fire. Wisconsin is on fire. All these cities, man, which is actually really brutal and hard to watch. We'll get into all of that good stuff after. But, yeah, man, I got a good episode. I'm flying solo again today, which I'm excited about. I'm going to be doing like half and halves. I'm going to be doing a bunch of solo TVEs, and then I'll have some guests on. Still working on the Patreon. Don't worry, that's coming. But we're going to make sure when that's launched, it's good to go, stocked with shit, and make sure that we're giving the patrons, as they say, what they're paying for. So sit back, relax, wherever you may be, in your car, at your desk. You're not in a cubicle unless your boss is shitty, because if you're in a cubicle right now at your office, you have a shitty boss. Okay, you should be home, relaxing, listening to this shit. So I just got back. My family and I, we were down at the Jersey Shore, where we always go every year. That week of August, we go down to the shore. Beautiful town. We get a house literally like right on the water, and we just enjoy the beach for a week. Go out to dinners as a family, do all that shit, right? And we're having a great time. Everything is amazing, but I will start this show with my unacceptable, okay? Because this is, it's just, listen, I know I'm not going to sit here and shit on the Jersey Shore and all the people that go to Wawa in flip-flops. I've done that already, okay? We know half the people in Jersey are fucking disgraceful, but half the people everywhere can be disgraceful, okay? But when you want to talk about just trashy people, we were on this block, which is a great block, and we've gone to this one a couple years in a row now. It's literally like 2 houses from the ocean. You walk out, you make a right, and you are like, basically, you're on the beach. Okay, so that's why we like it. But there's obviously other houses there. There's one house on the block, loud, partying, fine. It's the summer, you're on vacation, you have a bunch of people at a house, you're going to be partying and barbecuing, fine. What can you say to that? I've done that, and if I was there playing whatever they're playing, beanbag toss, fucking whatever they're doing, good for them, they're having a great time. Okay? But, all right, these people were a little too much. A little too much in the sense that they partied. We were on our deck. We heard them partying. Great. 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's in bed in our house. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to go to a golf course and play golf. And when I woke up at 5:30 to go get coffee, get whatever, they were still up partying at 5:30 in the morning, hammered. Fine, that's funny. You're laughing. Wow, these guys go hard. Good for them. Great. Then 2 days later, we go to the beach, and my wife wants to be at the beach. I mean, God forbid. My wife goes, no, we got to go get a spot. I go get a spot. I go, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's here. No, people come down with their chairs. I'm like, 3 people did that, and you're one of them. So there's really no reason to do it. Just let's get down there at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Whatever. I don't want to fight with my wife on vacation when I'm at the ocean during a pandemic when cities are burning. Fine. You want to show up there? I'll show up there, whatever. You want to show up at fucking 6? We'll show up at 6. Whatever you want to do. So we go there, and we see this dude fishing. He's up near where we sit, and he's got like a big, thing set up. He's got his umbrella. He's got his chairs. He's got the whole beach deal, but nobody else but him. Then all of a sudden the crew comes down, and I recognize that it's that party crew at that house. Now, this is not the same day, a couple of days later, but I know that this house is going hard, and I know who's there. And here's where the unacceptable comes in. These people are cursing. My daughter's sitting there, fucking little girl, 8 years old, making a sandcastle. You hear this big fat fuck just going, yeah, man, last night was kids drinking a Bud Light at 9 o'clock in the morning. They're just cursing. Yeah, man, give me that lotion, man. Put some more on that motherfucker. I'm not even kidding. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, Paul, it's the end of the vacation. You got a couple days left. Things have been going great. Just, do you know what? Why say something? Don't say something. So I didn't say anything. But the level of white trash, the things that were being said, I swear to God, I literally heard while I was sitting there, they were like playing a game behind us. And I heard one woman say to the other woman, and the women were cursing too, but I heard one woman say to another woman, oh my God, you're lefty? I didn't know you're lefty. Or I'm sorry, you're righty? I didn't know you're righty. And she go, well, I write with my left. I do this with my left. I wipe my ass with and I'm like, dude, what? Like, these people were the trashiest, just drinking shit, yelling, curse. Yeah, motherfucker, put some lotion on. You want to go boogie board? Let's see how the water is. And then I'm watching this fat fucking mammoth walk in the water, and I'm saying to myself, there's no way that this fat asshole is not pissing in there. Now, granted, listen, if you're at the beach for hours and hours, there's beach etiquette. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. Do you piss in the ocean? The answer is yes. If I'm drinking a couple of fucking seltzers and some waters and I got to go, I'm not going to run out of the beach, run through the sand, run up a ramp, run down the ramp, run into the house all sandy and do that. If I'm already out there, it's a rough waves. The current, it's a little choppy out there. I'll drift. But listen, here's the deal. You don't piss around people. Okay. So I'd rather have people thinking, why is that guy over there separate? Oh, maybe he's pissing. Then, oh, that guy's, something's warm here. That guy just pissed with a bunch of people that are boogie boarding and, throwing fucking, Ron John balls and shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not pissing around people. That just made me think of, remember, what was the movie? Not 40-Year-Old Virgin, Old School. Because you didn't see me pissing anywhere. So I'll go off on the side, of where the flags are, where you're permitted to swim. And then I will, what's it called? I'll piss and let the waves get, because listen, man, you can't, because there was one time I had to pee like 3 times in an hour. I'm not running back and forth every time. So I don't want to judge that guy going in, but it was a guy that you see drinking Bud Light, like that guy's killing fish with his piss is what I'm saying. Me, I'll piss out a Corona seltzer, gluten-free, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 4.5% alcohol. I'll piss that out. That's not hurting anybody. Salt's going to wash it out. That's water I'm pissing. This kid's partying until 6 o'clock in the morning, drinking God knows what. He's probably got expired Jaeger coming out of his dick, Bud Light at 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that guy is polluting the ocean, and I think it's worse. I think it's worse than what I did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being a dick and I'm selfish. I don't know. I don't think so. I think there's piss etiquette in the ocean. I do not piss in swimming pools, okay? But if I'm in an ocean where waves are crashing and I got to go really bad, I go away from everybody and I do the damn thing. Waves come, it goes away, and that's it. And look at it like this. Fish, all the fish are pissing and shitting in there because a fish isn't going out to the porta potty, right? You're not going to see a great white sitting in a fucking porta potty. No, it's going to take a huge great white shit and piss in the ocean. That's what happens. So I just took my human seltzer shit. I mean, piss. I did not shit in the ocean. I promise you on everything holy, I did not shit in the ocean. I think that guy would have. But that's the unacceptable. You don't curse, okay? You don't curse in front of kids building a sandcastle. Even one of the guys was like, man, we shouldn't be cursing like this. And then they were like, ha, ha, ha. Like it was a joke. It was just shitty, trashy human beings. And it was the first time in my entire life I was on a beach where, because normally a beach is what? People reading. The actual beach itself, right? The beach itself is quiet. People are reading. You hear the birds, you hear the seagulls, they're looking for food. You hear the waves crashing. And then in the distance, you hear the muttering of fun in the water, right? You hear, you hear a little bit. I've never been to a beach where it was like a fraternity party next to my kids with just fat, loud, obnoxious people. Come on, man, put that lotion on me, motherfucker. Yeah. And I was just like, it was just this big, fat country dude. It was brutal and unacceptable. The beach was amazing, though, for sure. But this is another one. You could put this one under the unacceptable, too. Okay, so let's just chalk this episode up to the unacceptable is beach etiquette. The name of this episode is going to be beach etiquette. Okay, we're at the end of the summer. We're going into fall pretty soon. So I'm closing out with what happened on the beach. Now, there are obviously families around us. When you go to the beach, there's families around you. You kind of see, if you're staying at a beach house for a week, you pretty much, when you see a family 2 days in a row and you're there Monday, Tuesday, you know that they're probably staying for a week as well, or at least a few days. You're going to be seeing this family. They set up their camp right around you on the beach. They set up their whole little setup. And you're like, okay, these are people, fine. Sometimes the kids play with your kids, sometimes whatever, fine. We're sitting there, and one of these families had a kid that was like a fucking, like this kid, he was probably 6'5". No, I'm sorry, probably 4 or 5. He was probably 4 or 5 years old. Now, if there's something wrong with him, I'm sorry. I don't know if anything's wrong with him. But this kid was a drifter. Okay, there's no way when this kid gets older, he's not going to be a hitchhiker. He's not going to have that whole thing where he's got to go to Los Angeles to find himself, find his dream. And see, I mean, this guy is going to be hiking or going up a mountain to see something. Because this kid was just walking up to other families, just plopping on towels of other families. So then I hear them going, where is he? Where's Patrick? Is Patrick, where? Oh boy. He said, yeah, maybe you should go find him. And the mother just gets up and she's wandering around and she's just going, Patrick. And the kid is just plopped down in the middle of somebody else's setup. And she just walks over and she goes, I'm sorry, he's got no boundaries. And I wanted to be like, yeah, well, I do. So get this weirdo the fuck out of here. Okay? What you should have said was, I'm sorry, I'm a shitty mother. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like, what do you mean you got to what? Then, and you guys know me, I'm a nice guy. I went over to one of the bags. I saw something on my phone. I'm checking my phone. My son is in the sand next to me. And I see and a kid just comes up and just starts tapping me. But I don't know, like I'm not registering because I'm looking at my phone. He's just tapping me. And he's tapping me. And I'm going, what? And then I look down and it's him and he just goes, Can I just lay on your towel right here? can I just lay on your towel? And all I'm thinking is the mother going, he's got no boundaries. And we've given up. We know he's fucked. And I'm nice. I'm like, oh, and I just start like kind of laughing, kind of saying like, you could play, you're not laying on my towel. I mean, the last thing I'm going to do is have some 5-year-old kid pissing on my towel. It's not going to happen or whatever. Or, whatever dirty shit he's got on him is not going on my towel. But I'm nice. I'm like, hey, buddy, and my son is kind of like holding in a smile. We don't want to be rude to the kid. I'm like, yeah. And then they finally, hey, get over here. And then finally, like his brother walked over, who his brother was probably like 7 and was just like, no, you can't do this. And I was like, okay, that's going to be the lawyer of the family. That's going to be the kid that does well. And this kid, whatever is gonna be, he's gonna be fucking hitchhiking in Arizona at 7 p.m. at one point of his life. So you got to be good on the beach. You got to have beach etiquette. You got to tell your kids, hey, you can't go up to strangers and just fucking plop on the thing. You can go up to, a family you don't know and say, hey, would your kids like to build a sandcastle with my kids? That's fine. That's etiquette. That's good. Would your kids like to go swimming and throw the ball with something like that? Fine. But just plopping on a thing, walking up to people, laying down, touching strangers, sitting like that, you gotta have some etiquette. You can't just do that. Let's be honest. We're on vacation for a reason, to get away from people and to not be with fucking strangers hanging out on your towel. That's how I look at it. It's just how I look at it. Food was really, really good where we went. There's only one thing I learned. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I feel that a place that has giant desserts, that people are like, you got to see the size of their cheesecake. They have a red velvet cheesecake that 3 of us could eat. It's going to be shitty. You want to know why it's going to be shitty? Because it's sitting back there in a freezer. They're bricks of cheesecake that are just sitting back there. They're not being made fresh. They're not coming in daily. All right. And everybody gets excited because it's like, oh my God, we could get one piece. And, and a piece is like fucking $14 and you get excited and the cheesecake is mediocre at best. That happened. This one piece of cheesecake was just sitting in my stomach like it was brutal. So, yeah, I think cheesecake or any dessert for that matter, I think needs to be, it needs to be small because then it's kind of fresh. It's easier for them to make. If you give somebody a cinder block of German chocolate cake like this and it's good, then it's a home run. I actually had that at, where did I have that at? Went to this place. I went on a boat. We were on a lake in Connecticut on Sunday. It was an amazing Sunday. We get back from vacation. We think we're home on vacation. And then our friends, shout out to Carrie and Mike, invited us on a boat on this awesome lake in Connecticut, right? And it's this great they got a brand new pontoon boat. And we're bringing sandwiches and we're bringing, hard seltzers. That's what I drink now, guys. You can make fun of me and shit on me all you want. That's what I'm drinking. So we just have a great time. And then afterwards, like, if you want to go to this place, what was it called? Maggie McFly's. And I'm not going to lie. I ate like shit because I've been doing good, guys. I'm doing good. I'm doing the workouts. I'm losing weight, but it was the end of vacation. I'm like, I'm going to go out with a bang. Did I ever? I'm talking mac and cheese, fried mac and cheese balls, fried mozzarella, just patties, whatever they are. Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. And this was all for appetizers. Then I got a chicken cutlet sandwich. And then they brought out these desserts that were this big, chocolate and carrot cake that were huge. And I'm going, this is going to suck. Everybody, there's no way that they could sustain. And it was unbelievable. But then I looked and it was like a fresh little bakery thing that they had there. And I'm like, okay, that's why that makes sense. So if desserts are big, you have to be careful if desserts are big. I know I'm talking about the beach and desserts and stuff, and the world is burning. Don't worry, I'm going to get to the shitty stuff last. I'll leave you depressed. But we had a great time. We literally got home. We were coming home Saturday from the shore house, and I'm like, let's keep this going. So what we decided to do was we decided to go to a hard cider place that does these dinner trucks, these food trucks for dinner and pizzas, and these like homemade, like these ciders, these hard ciders. But you could get some beers, you could get like craft beers, ciders. It's called Harvest Moon. It's incredible. Shout out to everybody at Harvest Moon, man. They're always so generous. We didn't even have a reservation. We were driving through on our way home, and we were like, hey, we're in the mood to just stop here, grab something to eat, grab a cider. Owner was like, hey, take a seat. Shout out to all of them, man, the people at Harvest Moon. If you want a good time on a Friday or Saturday, great live music, sit down, food truck, private families, Harvest Moon is incredible. So check that out if you like a hard cider. Problem is, it's hard to not have 7 of them. It's just hard when you're having a good time. And then we went on a lake. Guys, I'm done and I'm fried. Okay, I've been pissing in lakes. I've been pissing in oceans. Never a pool. I'm ready though. I'm ready to just shut it down. We're gonna shut it down for a little while and chill. Okay. What else here do I have to talk about? All right. So I'll talk a little bit about sports. This one's going to be, I'll do this podcast be about like 45 minutes. Guys, the NBA playoffs suck. Can we just be honest? The NBA playoffs stink. I watched a game where literally, I don't care what the lead is. I watched a game where it looked like a pickup game in a park, where I think it was the Lakers and the Trailblazers, I think. Yes. And the Trailblazers came down and scored something. The Lakers are not even running up, or it might have been the Trailblazers. I don't know. All I know is one team had like one guy down there. It was 4-on-1, and they literally didn't run. And you heard the announcers go, "Wow, I've never seen that before." I mean, it's a joke. They got electronic fake fans just going like this, and they'll even take one who like looks and goes like at the wrong time. I don't need to see like a cardboard or a fake automatic guy going. And like, it's stupid. They like the guy hits a foul shot and they hit like a cheer button, which would be way too loud for a foul shot to go in. Nobody cares. When you win this year, it's not going to be like you're hitting a clutch shot on your home crowd floor, okay, in a big moment, like Ray Allen did with the Miami Heat, like some of these big shots that have gone in, which make the game, okay? You got a couple of people sitting there on your bench, and then you go at the wrong time. It's fucking stupid, and I think it sucks. I get it that it's nice to watch, but I get that we've been so much craving and missing sports that when you see it, you're like, oh man, there's LeBron James. That's awesome. There's Damian Lillard. Oh, now there's another playoff game. Like, I can sit and be occupied. But if you go back to what it was, if you go back to the buzz and the electricity in the room and the home court advantage and all that stuff, that being taken away, you're eating at a shitty restaurant that has like one decent thing on the menu, and then that's it. Decent. That's what it is. It's not like, oh my God, this is going to be incredible. So let's just call it what it is. The NBA sucks right now. Sports suck right now. I know the Yankees are good. I can't watch it. I can't watch a guy hit a home run into empty bleachers, fake noise, and then he runs around, and then there's people, cardboard cutouts of a season ticket holder. It sucks. Nobody's trying to say it sucks, and I don't know why. Oh, it's great. Sports are back. I'll take what I could get. Yeah, but it sucks. Everybody's sitting here acting like, and listen, don't have an NFL season like this. If the NFL, I mean, the NFL, the one thing about the NFL is, I guess they could maybe try to make the camera low to the field so you don't see the empty shit. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be horrible. I don't want to watch Saquon Barkley of the Giants get a 70-yard run. Well, I do want to watch him get a 70-yard run for a touchdown, but to no excitement, to look like it's like a scrimmage at a practice. It's going to suck. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know, like, if you're going to social distance restaurants and you're going to have outdoor seating, social distance, do that at the football game. Do that at the football game. And if there's a little bit of a spike or cases go up, then, but it's like, I'm not going to sit here excited. I mean, maybe if you have a fantasy football team, but let's be honest, this shit sucks. The playoffs right now stink. That's how I feel. I think, the two things that seem like are good with it is hockey. I guess hockey seems like I don't know why. Hockey seems okay. Golf is perfect. I don't need the clap, the golf clap with a few thing when a guy hits like a 3-footer after he just fucked up for birdie. I don't need that. So I'm fine. I'm fine with golf. Tennis is another one where I'm sure the crowd can help, but tennis, golf, and hockey for some reason. But man, NFL, baseball, NBA, the big three sports, man, it's rough for me. That's just how I see it. You could disagree. I'm talking to nobody here. I'm doing a virtual podcast. So, as far as I'm concerned, all of you guys are virtual people going. All right, let's talk about the world right now. What's going on? First of all, I think I said this. What's going on in Chicago, New York? I guess Minnesota is getting a little better now. Wisconsin, all of these things, man. This is not a stance at all. It's just sad. Okay, it's just watching people getting hit with bricks, watching people get yelled at, watching shootings, watching all of these things burning and riot cops throwing gas and people on the ground bleeding and business owners trying to defend their thing, getting this and that. And, people it's just what's going on right now, man, is something that's crazy to say. I never thought I would see this. I never thought, because I guess when the riots happened in California in the 60s, obviously I wasn't alive. I've seen some protests and stuff like that, but and it was all, it's amazing how like with COVID, the thing with COVID was just like the tip, the beginning, it was the beginning. So I can't believe what I'm seeing and the violence, and it makes you just go, man, like, I don't want to bring my family to the city. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, that's the craziest thing. It's like you have a family that wanted to visit Chicago or go back down to Manhattan and for Christmas and do all that. And now you're like, no, so that the economy's going to suffer. Nobody's going to go back down there. But now on the flip side, though, and there was an article, there was an article by the owner of Stand Up New York. Stand Up New York's been very good to me. They booked me, and I'm not speaking bad about Stand Up New York, but he put something out saying New York may be dead forever. Then Jerry Seinfeld clapped back at the guy going, oh, shut up. Nothing's dead. That's stupid. Then the guy went back at Jerry saying, you're arrogant and you're not a nice person and you don't know me. And there's a whole thing going on. Let me just say this, and I tweeted this last night. Anybody saying these cities are done forever, that's just not true. You're not done forever. Okay, that's a weak-minded, very pessimistic, doom and gloom way to think. All right, and I'm sure the owner of Stand Up New York didn't mean forever. I'm sure when he says that, he probably means years. And listen, it might be. New York City's probably not going to be back for years, and that's okay. That's okay. It had a great run, and it'll be a slow build back to great. I do think, I've said this many times, what Mayor de Blasio is allowing is a disgrace. We need somebody in there to come in and really just clean shit up and let the police, you know, do what police do when it comes to anarchy. I understand people are upset, and I understand there's bad cops out there doing things. And you know what? There should be people outraged about that. I'm talking about anarchists. I'm talking about people who go out there specifically to break, to burn, to throw, to do all those, to steal, all that shit, man. You got to be able to have a mayor go, look, I'm not going to watch my city burn. I understand people are upset, but there needs to be some shit going on here. Like, that's just really, what the truth is. And, I do feel things are going to get better. Of course they're going to get better. But this whole like, oh, I don't know, this could be like those people. I can't fuck with those people. I can't fuck with these people that are like, it's over, man. It's over. This and that. And it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's over. It's over for now. There's a difference happening now. People will adjust and adapt. Strong people will figure it out. Smart people will figure it out. All right. We're going to get better. We're going to get back. It's going to be okay. It's not this whole thing. It's like, all right, well, everybody just go in the house and kill themselves in the basement. We'll start this whole thing. Okay, so should an asteroid just come and kill everybody? What are you talking about? That's the thing. I just don't like that whole, yes, New York City and all these cities, I'm not fucking with them for a while. And I totally understand why you wouldn't. You don't want to go down to a city and have a chance to make a wrong turn, have a brick go through your car, have people run up to you and have that shit happen. Or you end up going on a thing and there's some incident going on or some protest that's gone ugly, and now you're sitting in the middle of it and you and your loved ones are in danger. Fuck that. I get that. But things will calm. New people will come in, clean stuff up. It's happened before. It's just history repeating itself. And right now it's at a really bad part, at a bad place. But I'm all about being optimistic about things and know that things will get better. Because the alternative, what's the alternative? To just sit in a dark hole and cry? Or, it's just a lot of things are going on with the election. So I think that's going to, after that, I think things are going to, who knows what's going to happen immediately after that, depending on who wins. But I think that there's going to be, I think whoever wins, there's going to be something that happens, and then things will calm down again. And hopefully we could get back to civilization. That's all. That's just how I feel, and it's hard for somebody like me who is not a one-sided. Right now, it's almost weird to be not one-sided. Because when you're one-sided, you're like, no, this is what has to happen. And I'm this independent kind of, I'm a free thinker. I see something, I'm like, that's right. And that could be from the right. And I see something on the left and I'm like, all right, I understand that. And then I see something where I'm like, you people are fucked up. That's wrong. Oh, well, what do you mean? So when you're in the gray about how, when you just take things for what they are in that specific instance, today it's hard, because today it's almost like there's a line in the sand. I could look at everybody and be like, man, this far left is really fucked up. And then I could look over there on the right and be like, man, that's really fucked up too. So I don't know. And when you're like that right now, that's why I just watch the news and just hope for that. I just watch the news now going, man, please just can you show a group of people, all different races, saving a puppy from drowning in a river? And then everybody grabs the puppy and then everybody in unison hugs. That's all I want to see now. Turn it on the news now. I just want to see, oh my God, they made a chain to get this drowning puppy out of the East River. And it was a white guy holding a black guy's hand. The black guy was holding an Indian guy's hand. Then there was a woman holding, a child that was helping, and they got the puppy, and everybody cried and they hugged, and then all of a sudden the fires went out and everything's better. Yeah, I know it's completely delusional, but those are the fantasies that I have. I just hope things get better, and I think that they will, because I think that people are smart enough, and I do think that the majority are watching, going, what's happening. And I think the media is showing is a smaller thing. That's what I'm hoping. but we will find out, we'll find out a lot of shit soon. I just look at things right now and I'm just going like, yeah, I'm good with not driving to New York City right now. I'm not getting on trains. I'm not, but let's talk about some good stuff, guys. Okay. I'm excited that the Hope It Happens tour, my tour, looks like it's happening. I got 4 weekends in a row starting this Friday in Connecticut. This Friday in Connecticut, I will be at the farm at Carter Hill in Marlborough, Connecticut. That's right. I'm going to be performing on a fucking farm. There's going to be animals there. Who knows who's going to be there? But I'm performing on a farm. I'm bringing my buddy who opens for me, the hilarious Kevin Ryan, who is the co-host of one of the hosts. Him and Henry Foley do Are You Garbage podcast on Gas Digital. Shout out to them. We will be at the farm at Carter Hill this Friday, Marlborough, Connecticut. Check that out. Then Saturday night, August 29th, at the Priam Vineyard, we will be performing there in Colchester, Connecticut. That is on Saturday night, August 29th, Colchester, the Priam Vineyard. So we'll be at a winery doing stand-up. So I got a farm Friday, a winery Saturday. Then the following weekend, I will be kicking off the Fairfield Comedy Festival, headlining in Fairfield, Connecticut, outdoor show at the Circle Hotel. Please come to that. That is one of my favorite places to perform. I have not been outside yet, but their inside venue is one of my favorites in the country, actually. And I heard the outside is amazing. They had a bunch of people coming in there. Like I heard Mike Birbiglia, John Mulaney, a bunch of people came out there and said that they loved it. I saw pictures. That's what I do. I have to see pictures. If you want me to perform outside, I got to see pictures. You want me to perform on a fucking highway, I got to see how it looks. I got to see if it's, something worth doing. And the pictures look great. I will be there at the Fairfield Comedy Club, the Circle Hotel, Fairfield, Connecticut, Friday, September 4th, and 2 shows Saturday, September 5th. Tell your friends. Then there's going to be cigars after that show. So you're going to be sitting outside. You're going to be listening to a show. Then you're going to smoke a cigar. It's going to be great. Definitely check that out. Then the following weekend, September 10, 11, and 12, I'm going back to Cleveland, Ohio. I will be at Hilarities in Cleveland on September 10, 11, and 12. All these shows are on the website. And then the weekend after that, which I believe is, what is that? So the 12th, 7 days from the 12th, guys. What, the 19th, whatever it is. 17, 18, and 19, I believe. I will be performing at the Punchline in, I think, 17, 18, 19 at the Punchline in Atlanta, Georgia. Safe, social distance, a different capacity in the room. Everything's going to be safe, or I wouldn't be doing it, and the venue wouldn't be doing it. And all these places, things are looking really good and safe. So please check all of those dates out. Come out, man, and let the Hope It Happens tour happen. I want to thank all you guys too, man, for just everything during this thing, this COVID pandemic, and being home and lockdown and quarantine, because we got myself and my amazing producer. Shouts to Andrew Themeles. We're building the Dude I Called It this week. We got Jerry Ferrara from Power and Entourage, and Jerry Turtle Baby. Jerry's coming on Dude I Called It to make his predictions this week. We have thousands of subscribers there, and it's fairly new, only a couple months. We also, the Paul Virzi official YouTube channel has over 2,000 subscribers after we launched it, and it's amazing. It's going really well. So thank you guys all for that as well. So it's all because of you. It's all because of my producer, Andrew. And let's be honest, it's a little bit because of me. But thank you guys for everything. I wish you all safe. Be safe out there, man. Seriously. be safe out there. Watch, I know this sounds crazy, but like, it's like, it's time to pray. It's wild. So, so check out all those dates. Go to the website, paulvirzi.com. Subscribe to the Dude I Called It. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I hope to see you at these shows in Connecticut, in Cleveland, or in Atlanta. And, don't intrude on people at the beach. Have beach etiquette. Don't piss near people that are boogie boarding and playing in the sand. Or, well, that would be weird, but you know what I mean. Don't piss near people at the beach. This has been TVE episode 461. I will be back next week. I don't know if I'm going to have a guest or be solo. You got to tune in, and I will talk to you guys then. Thank you so much, and be well.